All right, let's get straight into it. Because if you clicked on this video, you're here for one reason: you want to climb. You're tired of being stuck, you're tired of losing games you know you could have won, and you're ready to finally understand what separates good Clash Royale players from the ones who just keep hovering around the same trophy range. Let me tell you this right away: it's not luck, it's not cards, and it's not matchmaking. It's decisions. And today, I'm going to give you the best breakdown of how to actually play smarter, win more consistently, and enjoy the game again. Now, here's the hook. The number one reason you're still stuck in Clash Royale is because you think every match is about winning right now. You see your opponent drop something heavy in the back, and you panic. You throw everything down, you spend too much elixir, and 2 seconds later, you're staring at a destroyed tower. Sound familiar? That's because you're playing the game like it's a sprint, when in reality, Clash Royale is a marathon. The best players in the world don't win by making flashy plays every game. They win by making fewer mistakes. So today, I'm going to walk you through the mindset, strategies, and actual mechanics you need if you want to level up your gameplay, especially as a free-to-play player. Let's start with mindset, because it's the foundation. Most people lose not because they don't know what to do, but because they tilt. You've been there. One bad matchup, one sneaky miner, one missed placement, and suddenly you're tilted out of your mind. And when you're tilted, you play angry, you play rushed, and you throw games away. Pros don't avoid tilt by magic, they avoid tilt by seeing every game as data. If you lose, it's not the end of the world, it's information. What beat you? Was it the matchup? Was it your cycle? Or was it a mistake you made? If you treat every loss like feedback instead of a personal attack, you'll improve faster than 90% of players. Now let's talk about resource management, gold, gems, and wildcards. This is the secret free-to-play strategy nobody talks about enough. If you're upgrading every card randomly, you're shooting yourself in the foot. The smartest F2P players laser focus on one deck. One. That's it. Every upgrade, every wildcard, every book of cards, it all goes into that single deck. Why? Because Clash Royale isn't about having everything unlocked, it's about having something maxed. You'd rather have one strong, leveled deck that can compete than 10 half-upgraded ones that fold against real competition. And this ties into the second big idea: deck mastery. Too many players switch decks every other day. You lose a game and suddenly you're on YouTube looking for best deck right now. That's a trap. Decks go in and out of the meta, sure, but consistency comes from mastering one archetype. Pros don't just know their cards, they know the exact timing of every play. They know how many tiles to place a building to pull a giant, how to kite with skeletons, how to predict a miner. That level of mastery only comes from repetition. If you're constantly switching, you'll never build the instincts. Stick to one deck for at least a season. By the end of it, you'll understand interactions in a way that no tier list can teach you. Now, let's get tactical. Defense first. Here's a secret: games are won on defense, not offense. Anybody can throw down a golem and stack support troops. The question is, can you defend against your opponent's push without losing half your tower? Here's a drill. Next time you play, make it your goal to defend spending less elixir than your opponent's push. If they drop 10 elixir, can you stop it with 7? That's how you win long term. Efficiency in defense is the real win condition. And don't forget placements. One tile can be the difference between a clean pull and a disaster. If you haven't memorized building placements, that should be priority 1. Now, offense. The biggest mistake players make is overcommitting. You defend, you counter-push, and then you dump everything behind it, only to watch your opponent defend with 4 elixir and wreck you in the opposite lane. Smart offense isn't about how much you stack, it's about how much pressure you create. A lone miner or a single hog can be scarier than a full push if it forces your opponent to spend awkwardly. Learn to apply controlled pressure. Force your opponent into bad trades. That's how you snowball. And let's talk matchups. There are going to be games where the deck you're facing feels impossible. But guess what? Pros win those too. How? They don't play the matchup, they play the player. Instead of thinking, I can't beat this deck, they think, how is this person playing it? What are their habits? Where are their mistakes? Maybe they always fireball too early. Maybe they overcommit to one lane. If you can read the player instead of just the deck, suddenly even bad matchups become winnable. Now, let me give you one of the best long-term tips you'll ever hear. Play less, but play better. Grinding 50 games a day doesn't make you better if you're repeating the same mistakes. Play 5 focused games instead. Before each match, set one goal. Maybe it's defending smarter, maybe it's managing elixir better, maybe it's predicting spells. After the match, win or lose, ask, did I improve that one thing? That's how you build skill. Quality over quantity. And here's a motivational piece, because I know some of you are thinking, but I don't have the time to grind like the pros. Let me tell you this, you don't need time, you need focus. I've seen players go from mid-ladder to top 10K just by being intentional. Every loss is a lesson. Every match is training. And every day you show up, you're building the habits that will get you to the next level. You don't need legendaries. You don't need maxed cards. You need consistency, patience, and discipline. So, let's wrap this up with the 3 golden rules of Clash Royale. Don't panic. Every situation has an answer if you stay calm. Don't waste. Every elixir counts. Don't overspend without a plan. Don't quit. Even if you lose a tower, the game isn't over. Comebacks happen more often than you think. If you take these rules and combine them with focus, deck mastery, and smart resource management, I promise you'll climb. Not overnight, but step by step, consistently. And if you're still here listening, you're already ahead of the average player because most people aren't willing to learn at this level. Now, here's my challenge to you. After this video, pick one deck, commit to it, and play your next 10 games with the goal of defending smarter, not attacking harder. Then come back and tell me in the comments what happened. I guarantee you'll see a difference. Before I go, if you got value from this, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and share this with a friend who keeps saying Clash Royale is pay to win. Show them it's not. This channel is here to prove that free-to-play players can reach the top, and you being part of this journey makes it even stronger. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and remember, it's not about one flashy win. It's about building the habits that make you unstoppable over time. Stay sharp, stay calm, and I'll see you in the next one.